Welcome to the video, and I have a treat for you today. You're in the right place if you want to discover some incredible head-turning aircraft for a range of different budgets. That's right, yes, you can afford some of these aircraft. Okay, granted, some of them you won't be able to, but let's have a look at some exciting and incredible aircraft which you can buy in 2020. So, first up is the Velocity, and yes, this is an aircraft, not a spaceship. I know it looks unconventional. It is based on the Long EZ design, and actually that has a lot of good safety features. I'll come to that. But if you are in the United States, hit up Velocity website in the link below, and you can order one of these for just $40,000. Right, it's going to come in bits, a kit build, and if you're worried about putting that together, don't worry, they have a range of different packages, one of which is the fast build package for $90,000. They'll do most of the hard work for you and shave off about 1,000 hours of build time. A great thing about the design of this aircraft is that because the elevator is at the front of it, it's actually impossible to stall and spin the aircraft. So a great safety feature there. However, it doesn't have flaps, so you're going to have to make sure you're right on it with your speed control on landing. It is a two-seat aircraft, but don't worry, if you want to take your family on holiday with you, they do an extra large version, which will hold 4 people. It's got a cruise speed of 210 knots, and get ready for this, a G limit of +9, -7. That is fighter jet territory. It looks like a spaceship, and the G loading is fighter ship territory. Incredible. Range, you're going to get about 1,000 nautical miles out of it. What more can I say about this aircraft? It looks like a goddamn spaceship, and it's affordable. Fantastic. Great one to start with. Next up, we've got not one, not two, but three light sport aircraft, or ultralight if you're from Europe like I am. We have the Shark, the Tarragon, and the Black Shape Prime. All 3 of these aircraft look similar. They are all tandem 2-seat, and they are in the similar price range of $150,000 US. You're going to get about 1,000 kilometers range out of them, and they're all doing a very similar speed. The Shark set a speed record at 163 knots back in 2015. But it looks like all 3 of these aircraft have got very similar designs, very similar speed. Another thing is they are all exactly the same when it comes to G loading, which is, for an ultralight, an impressive +4G, -2. So if you want a 2-seat tandem aircraft to feel like you're in a jet fighter, you've got the $150,000 to spend, and you want to pull a little bit of G, these aircraft are worth considering. These aircraft are just the tip of the iceberg of what I've found, so if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. There are more coming this way, and if you do like the video, make sure you click like, and that will enable me to go and bring more fun videos that give you interesting information about really cool aircraft. Okay, any viewers out there fancy a Quickie? Yes, I am actually talking about an aircraft, QAC Quickie Q2. For those of you with a dirty mind, this is an actual aircraft, and it's not going to break the bank either. You are going to be able to pick one of these up for around about $7,000 to $10,000 if you can find one, and if you can find one with all of the bits. So it's an unusual looking aircraft. I don't think I've ever seen one that looks quite like this. It's certainly going to turn heads. You are going to get 156 knots out of it, max speed, and a range of 885 kilometers. This aircraft was first flown in the 1980s, so it's been around a while, and over 2,000 were built, so there are a few knocking around, although when I look on the database that I hold from findaircraftforsale.com, there isn't many that actually come up for sale, so it's difficult to put a price on, but when they have come up for sale, I've seen them for around $7,000 to $10,000. This means if you're lucky and you like it and you can actually find one, then you can pick yourself up a real head turner for an affordable price. Next up, we've got the Icon A5 Seaplane. It's a push plane, and again, it looks like a spaceship. It looks cool. If this aircraft looks familiar, you might have seen it in all of the footage from the new upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. They must have some kind of contract or deal with Microsoft. This aircraft is going to set you back $270,000 for the base model, with $400,000 if you want all the extras. You'll get a range of 556 kilometers, and you're looking at a top speed of 104 knots. So not designed for speed, but I mean, this thing, the wings will fold up, you can fit it in your garage, put it on a trailer, fly it, land it on the water. What a toy to have, particularly if you live in the Caribbean. If you're thinking to yourself, that's really nice, but I cannot afford it, well, don't worry, there is another one in development called the Vickers Wave. Same kind of design, but it's going to be cheaper. It's projected to be $180,000. So similar kind of thing, cheaper price, Vickers Wave, check it out. Next up on our crazy flying contraptions, is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it the Green Goblin? No, it's the crazy French mofo on a hoverboard. That's right, this is a jet-powered hoverboard, okay? Sorry, you can't actually buy this, but interestingly, the French military have given 1.3 million euros grant to the company to develop it for the military. We are soon to be living in the future. So if you're thinking, I cannot wait for one of those, well, don't worry, I've got your back. They are some other options of crazy flying contraptions, one of which is the Jetman Wing. That's right, stick a Delta aerofoil to your back, put some jet engines to it, and you will get 13 minutes of sheer terror at 220 knots for the amazing price of $150,000 US. But what if you're thinking, that's good and all, but I always liked Iron Man? Well, there is another company called JetPack Aviation which have developed the JB-10 and JB-11 jetpacks. So strap a couple of jet engines to your arms and take off like Iron Man. Why the heck not? $250,000, you'll be able to reach heights of 15,000 feet and travel at 120 miles an hour. The brilliant thing about this is people must be buying them because the company is actually expanding its product range. That's right, they are bringing you the JetPack Aviation Speeder. Jump on a hoverbike and pretend you're in Blade Runner or Star Wars. Just a reminder, if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button, it would really help the video out. And if you want to know more about any of these aircraft in a future video, please leave a comment in the comments section. I'm happy to make videos about any of these. Sticking with the ultralight jet theme, the Sonex JSX2 single seat, going to set you back $130,000. You will get a range of 660 kilometers and a cruise speed of about 240 miles an hour or 208 knots. This looks like a lot of fun. You are going to go like stink in a light and jet powered aircraft like this. Okay, you ready for something that looks absolutely gorgeous, which will turn heads because of its excellence? The Swiss Excellence Risin. This is a two-seat side-by-side aircraft. Gorgeous V-tail. It's going to cost you $215,000. You are going to get a range of 2,360 kilometers, so that is quite a range on it. And you're going to be able to get a maximum speed of 170 knots. But another good thing about this is it has a G tolerance of plus 5.5 and a negative G of 3.5. It looks sleek. It certainly does look excellent. I like it. Next up, if you're thinking, wow, you know what, that Velocity really did look cool, but I just can't afford it, well, don't worry, there is always, on the used market, a Rutang Long EZ. One of these, similar kind of design, two-seat, tandem, and it is going to set you back only around $30,000, judging by the database that we hold, but that is built because it's on the used aircraft market. First one built and flown was in 1979, so they've been around for quite a while. And the range is actually pretty incredible with these. You're going to get 3,230 kilometers if you fancy flying that far in the small cockpit. You'll be getting a max cruise speed of 161 knots, but if you want to get the most range out of it, you'll be cruising at 125 knots. And finally, if you want to get your Top Gun Maverick on, you've got a load of money in the bank and you want to have some fun, you want to buy a military turboprop training aircraft, then check out the Diamond Dart 450. With 495 horsepower, you're going to get 265 knots and a crazy range of 2,800 kilometers. Now, you're going to be able to pull some G, positive 7, minus 4. It is a military trainer after all, but it is going to set you back a crazy $3.1 million. But don't worry, if you get yourself into trouble, just pull the ejection seat. Yes, it has an ejection seat. Just watch out for Goose in the back. We all know what happened to him. That concludes this video, but this is really the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all of the amazing aircraft that we can talk about on this channel. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit subscribe, leave any comments in the comments section for things that you want to see on a channel like this, and hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Time for the end of the video plug. If you are looking to buy an aircraft or sell an aircraft on the used market, go to findaircraftforsale.com. The site is totally free to use for everybody. If you're an aircraft broker, get in touch with me. I'll do all the work. I'll post them up and I'll refer anybody who's interested to you. And if you are going for your pilot's license and you're trying to pass those PPL exams, check out PPL Easy Pass on Android and iOS, the only app of its kind that allows you to study and then take simulated tests and then find out which questions you're constantly struggling on so that you can focus your learning to improve as quick as possible. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy flying, everybody.